would you mind getting back to this water level? I'm still struggling to understand what makes you think that
You're struggling to understand how a water level works.
Have you ever?
Okay,
No,
you've
I'm
come to the right place.
understand-
You've come to
I'm
the right
trying
place.
to understand what your test is all about. What?
For it to show how
what
a
is the
straight
purpose?
line.
Sorry?
It's to show a straight line.
What is a straight line?
What
whole
is a straight
water level?
line? Oh my god! Do you
No,
want us to teach you what a straight
what
line is?
straight line are you talking about? The total surface, all five water surfaces in the water level? Are you saying they are a straight line?
No,
a straight line?
it's a shared straight line segment.
Which is, I know you were talking about having your 400 meter water level and then moving it 200 meters, and then you were talking about shared segments.
Oh, that was one of the ones, yeah, with the movement method, yeah.
Somebody's been studying.
But yeah, it's like
Sly
Sparkane, I think. I think Sly's after. I think Sly might have sent you to get some hints for his new test. When's he doing it?
So when you have those two water levels, they share two segments. If you by segment you mean from one tube to the next, or are you talking about from?
No, a straight line, like a straight line.
Which straight line are you talking about?
We're talking about a geometrical straight line.
I'm not. I'm talking about your so-called test.
Well, we're obviously talking about two different things, then, aren't we?
Well, this one's gone full bend horizontal already, but it doesn't even know what a straight line is.
That's
I
why
don't care about the
he's
geometric
struggling
concept
to
of a straight
understand
line.
the test. He's trying to find out about the test.
Yes.
Obviously. Yes.
He can't imagine. He can't imagine where this straight line exists.
I think this has got something to do with Sly, because Sly's too scared to come in and talk to us on his own about his test. So I think that's what this guy's in here for. Is to help Sly Sparkane understand and be able to start the communication process between us.
I'm just trying to understand.
Obviously.
I'm here on my own. No.
I think Doofus also has an influence on him. Do you know Doofus?
No, not yet.
Because I think Doofus is very fond with the pendulum thing, not being, plumb everywhere.
I've seen some doofuses on YouTube, but I'm not familiar with anyone who calls himself doofus.
Who sent you?
Yeah, he's pretending not to know. Don't try and bring that
Who
up.
sent you, bro?
But these shared, I come here on my own. But these shared segments you're talking about, which are they? Are they the lines between one tube and the next, or some other?
Hey, wow! You know, like a water level establishes a horizontal plane.
Yes, your water level specifically has.
Well, you said at the
tubes.
beginning, it's straight.
No.
You did say they had a straight line, didn't you? Yeah.
Well, you can draw a lot of straight lines on that thing. You can draw from one tube to the next, or you can draw.
Well,
from
that's what you can call a straight line, right?
Well, you've got lots of straight lines. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10. I think there are 10 straight lines that could be drawn between your the water levels in your 5 tubes.
Wow.
But they
do you
won't
think
all be the same?
Do you
on
think
the same
you would
line?
end up with a Dornagon concept?
With a what?
A Dornagon.
Dornagon?
Do you want me to show you? Look, here you go.
Don't know what that is.
Have a look in the
Break
live
them
chat.
off.
There you
Break them
go.
off.
Boom. We're quick at this shit. Would you agree with that? You know, like when you were saying drawing straight lines, would that be the concept that you were thinking of if you were to carry that on ad infinitum? Boom, all the way around the imaginary concept.
If you made this thing quite a lot bigger and wrapped it around the whole Earth, it could look. You could get something like that.
Damn, I'm good at doing this stuff, right? It just so happens we've built a whole system of geometry just for you. We know where you're going. We know all of this that you're talking about, and with the concepts that you're thinking about. We're way ahead of you.
Okay,
Way
but
ahead.
Could you answer the question? Which shared segments are you talking about?
Well,
when you
there's
say
there's
you have
no shared segments on that, is there? Because that doesn't prove that
No,
it's
I'm
a
talking
straight
about
line.
your water level. Your water level.
Yeah, well, like you see, because you have this concept, you cannot begin to imagine what we are talking about when we say a shared straight line segment through geometry.
I
Because
think I could understand that.
you've already
if
said
you
that you've
explained
got the
what you were talking
concept.
about.
Well, you've got the concept of the Dornagon, except you have what do we call it? A horizontal at a point. I've already heard, I think. So that's the other argument, which it develops a bent horizontal. It develops the bendizontal argument, right? So you've got a bendizontal, right? But then the concept of a Dornagon, whereas we just have a level horizontal surface. I mean, it's quite easy for us. Yeah.
Well, but I can understand a straight, flat Earth with where all
not Earth,
and
just the
of these
level, the concept that we
lines
use
would be in the
to
same
establish
straight line.
our baseline for measurements is a straight line. That's all we're saying. We're just showing that it's a straight line, but you don't have that. You have a bendizontal. You've already shown us.
No, as I say,
multiple ways.
you can draw, I think, 10 straight lines on your water level. But
and you
I
would
don't
end up
think
with
they will all
zero of them shared. So you would be really surprised if we end up showing a shared straight line segment, obviously. Because you have a concept of a Dornagon and a bent line.
Depends on what you talk about. Because, as I say, if you take your 400-meter water level and move it 200 meters...
Or two of them.
Okay, yeah. Then you will have 2 of the 4 segments in each water level will be shared lines with the other one.
Mm-hmm.
That is the straight line from the second to the third tube on the first. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, you get
from the third.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it? Like, but I mean, you get there eventually. You've seen
From
Sliced
the third
Arcanes,
to
haven't
the
you?
fourth.
Yeah. You sort of overlap a couple of them to show that they have a shared straight line segment.
Yes.
Yes.
The segments from the third tube on to the fourth tube on the first.
Yeah, the third of
water
the first, and
will
if you
be
go
the
backwards
same
from the other
as-
side, you get the third of the second.
I was going to say first to second, but never mind. Those 2 lines will be the same. They'll be shared, and the next segment will be shared. But I don't see what that tells you about anything else.
They're just shared straight line segments. I mean, surely.
Yeah.
What more do you need to tell you?
What is the point? What does
It's
having these
just a
shared straight line segments tell you?
practical geometry test in reality to help people understand the simplicity of what is considered to be a taboo subject. People think there's magical things that happen within geometry. It's not. It's pretty simple. It's built on logic.
Well,
everyone can understand the basic concepts of logic and straight lines, perpendicular angles formed between 2 straight lines, and triangles having 3 straight sides, squares having 4.
My thought was that you were thinking that having these 2 shared straight line segments would prove that the whole thing shared a straight line with from one to the other.
Yeah. Do you think it's scalable? Do you think a water level is scalable?
Not sure what you mean. I would think so, yes.
Yeah.
But I still don't know. I still say that you
Imagine you've got a tube and it's 100 meters long,
yeah,
and you put water in it.
yeah.
The water finds its equilibrium, an even altitude between the two, and it equals out.
Yeah.
It being 2 points. Geometrically,
So
in Euclidean
you've got,
geometry, you can draw a straight line between 2 points, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just a one-dimensional straight line, but it's an imagined, because that's what geometry is, right?
Okay.
So it's an imagined straight line. Now, could you make that tube 200 meters?
Yeah.
Would it still level out equal to be an even altitude with one level being neither higher nor lower each end? Yeah.
See, I'm not sure quite what you mean. If you move the
No, we're just extending the length.
in one direction, you leave one tube where it was,
If that's
move
the way
other
you want
tube.
to do it, yeah.
Yeah, no, then it will be different levels.
What do you mean it'll be different levels?
Hang on.
Each
Wow.
each
Hang on.
tube.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Can 1,000 lines share a common line segment?
Sorry.
Can 1,000 lines share a common line segment? Or would it be one big line?
I'm not sure. Are you talking about having 1,000 water levels?
Imagine a straw.
different lengths?
You've got a straw, and you've got
Straw?
another straw, and you
Yeah.
crimp one end of the straw, and you stick it in the other one. Those two lines now share a common line segment. Therefore, they are one straight line, right?
If they are
that's
straight,
what the water level test is about. Yes, they are straight. They don't curve in any direction whatsoever.
and since you are overlapping them, they also don't have an angle between them.
Right.
Yes, but your water level.
That's exactly why he says there's no angle. Like an angle is the inclination of two straight lines to another, but not on the same straight line.
But I don't.
There's
think
no
you-
angle. It's just a straight line.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I don't think you have shown in any way that your water level is one straight
just
line
2
that
points,
is the
isn't
same
it? It's just
as
2
four
points.
segments.
Just 2 points.
I think that these four segments will have an angle between them.
Could I ask a question?
Wow.
You know?
How would you establish a straight line?
I'd probably start by trying to get a laser and see how accurate that was. I'd probably have to
Straight
look up.
optic.